And now shifting our focus to North Africa, where Sudan has once again accused neighbouring Chad of supplying arms in the conflict. Sudan's army-backed government has filed a complaint at the African Union, accusing Chad of supplying arms and mercenaries to the rebel militias, which reports suggest is likely a reference to the paramilitary rapid support forces, or the RSF, that it has been battling in the North African country. According to reports, Sudan's Justice Minister, Mawia Osman, has said that the government filed the complaint with the African Commission on Human and People's Rights and was demanding compensation from Chad. Sudan also accused the neighbouring country of providing arms to rebels, as well as causing harm to the Sudanese citizens. He also added that the army-backed government will present all of the relevant evidence to the authorities. Now, ever since April 2023, there has been a power struggle between the Sudanese Army, led by General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, and the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, the RSF, led by Mohamed Hamdan Dagalo, who have been vying for control over territory. According to the United Nations, the conflict has led to over 20,000 lives being lost. Moreover, the conflict has created one of the world's largest displacement crises, with over 10 million people being displaced and parts of the country seeing extreme hunger or famine. The conflict has also seen several countries reportedly getting involved and taking sides, including Iran, the UAE, Russia, China, Serbia, Ukraine, Azerbaijan, Egypt and Turkey. Reports have found weapons linked to these countries present in Sudan. But this is not the first time that Sudan has accused Chad. The Sudanese authorities have previously charged that Chad was facilitating the delivery of weapons from the UAE to Sudan and channeling them to the RSF through its border. Now, to contextualize, Sudan and Chad share a 1,400-kilometre border. The army-backed government has also been accusing the RSF of involving foreign mercenaries and committing crimes against humanity in Sudan.
This militia, the Rapid Support Forces, engage foreign mercenaries to seize power and undermine the transitional period, destroying public and private property and committing murder, rape, theft, and looting, practices that constitute crimes against humanity, ethnic cleansing, and genocide. However, the Sudanese people and their armed forces are determined to preserve the Sudanese state and its institutions and defeat this scheme, looking forward to an active role from various brotherly and friendly countries, stakeholders and specialists in the process of restoring the urban sector that has been affected by the systematic targeting by this militia.
Now, Chad has repeatedly denied these accusations, with the most recent dismissal being in October. The Central African country had then said it was not supporting any factions that were fighting on Sudanese territory. The country reiterated that it was in favour of peace. Chad is yet to respond to the complaint filed by Sudan at the African Union. It has taken in about 680,000 refugees from Sudan, which is more than any other country. The constant accusations between Sudan and Chad have also soured their diplomatic relations. In June, Sudan recalled its ambassador from Chad, and last year in December, Chad also declared 4 Sudanese diplomats as persona non grata. In retaliation, Sudan asked 3 Chadian diplomats to leave the country. But with the conflict intensifying in Sudan and relations becoming fraught between Sudan and Chad, the future of humanitarian aid has also been in question. The United Nations uses the UNDRE border, which is between Sudan and Chad, to deliver humanitarian aid to the people of Sudan. Now, Sudan had initially agreed to keep the crossing open for 3 months, a period set to expire on the 15th of November. Authorities in Khartoum are yet to decide whether to extend the arrangement or not. While the Sudan conflict worsens and the North African country continues to accuse Chad of meddling in the conflict, it is the people of Sudan who are continuing to bear the brunt from this chaos.
But it's a completely different story on the betting market.
Elon Musk, the tech visionary who is backing Donald Trump.
In New York, the Dow Jones and Nasdaq dropped over 3%.
Joining Putin in flexing muscle is his dear friend Xi Jinping.
The U.S. law calls for a presidential poll to be held on the Tuesday.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
I like that.